Hello, children. Today I will be starting chapter number 10, Motion and Measurement of Distances. So, main learning objective of this chapter are the first of all, we'll study the story of transport, that how and what transport system was used in earlier days, and how people used to travel from one place to another place. After that, we will discuss some measurements, that how measurement is taken, or how rather correct measurement is taken. What are SI system of measurement? Does measurement vary from one person to another? And we'll study that what is a correct way of measuring the length or object, if it is in straight line or if it is in a curved line, how can we measure the length of that particular object. So this was the first part of this chapter, that how to do the measurements. In second part, we'll discuss about the motion, like many of the things are moving around us, and the types of motion we'll study in this chapter, like circular motion is there, translatory motion, rotatory motion, with their examples. So this chapter is very, very interesting. So it's divided into two parts. First half is your measurement, and second half we'll discuss about the motion. So children, let's study what is the story of transport. Long ago, what people used to travel from one place to another when the transport system was not there. So they used to move from one place to another either on foot, or either they used to carry the goods on the back of animals. So either on foot they were going from one place to another, or they were using animals. And for transport along water routes, boats were also used. So you can see in the figures, in the first figure, that person is moving himself on foot, he is moving. Second, we that animals are used to carry goods from one place to another. And in third, we can say that when we have to use a water route system, then we were using the boat at that time. So this was the earlier time, long years ago. The people were used to use this. Next, as soon as the invention of wheel was there, so that made a great change in the mode of transport. The design of the wheel was improved over thousands of years. It took many of the years for the design of the wheel. Animals were used to pull vehicles that moved on the wheels. So when after the discovery of the wheel, even then too, the animals were used. Like we can see, first of all, this type of wheel was made up of wood, and animals were pushing that wheel, or wheel cart you must have seen, that was pushed by the animals. Means after the discovery of wheel, we were using the animals at that time also. Next comes the steam engines. If we talk about the beginning of the 19th century, people were still dependent on the animals to transport them from one place to another. At that time, the discovery of the wheel was there, but then too, the people were dependent on the animals, animal power to move from one place to another. After the invention of steam engine, that introduced a new source of power. So the roadways were made up for the steam engine driven carriage and wagons. So you can see in the diagram, after the discovery of steam engine, how the people were able to use the carriage and the wagons by using the steam engine. After that, children, there was automobiles. After the steam engine, comes automobiles. In it comes later, quite later after the steam engines. So motorized motor and ships were used as a mean of transport on water. So I just want to repeat again, motorized boat and ships were used at that time for the transport on water. So you can see in the figure also, this is a motorized boat and ships, how they were used as a transport mean of transport on the water. After that, early years of 1900, then we saw the development of aeroplanes. Uh, they were later improved to carry passengers and goods. But at that time, the development of aeroplanes took place. But later on, the aeroplanes were used to carry goods and passengers. After that, electric trains, monorail, supersonic aeroplanes, and spacecrafts were some of the inventions of 20th centuries. So I must tell you that in the early years of 90s, if we see, the development of aeroplanes took place, and few of the contribution of 20th century was there, that we have discussed, that electric trains, monorail, supersonic aeroplanes, spacecrafts, etc. So children, this was there are some of the mode of transports that when we have to move from one place to another. So earlier we have seen that what was the story of transport, how the animals were used, and after that, slowly how the discovery of wheel took place. After the discovery of wheel, there is a drastic change in the transportation system. And with the discovery of steam engines, after that automobiles, so slowly there is a drastic change in the transportation system. So children, there may be a question regarding this, that question can be asked, that you can discuss the story of transport. So I hope the all points are clear, that how the transportation system was carried in the earlier period of time. Thank you.